Well, welcome everybody back to the Figure Kit Garage. Fellow resin heads and kit builders, Brent Krug back with another out-of-the-box review. The pieces of the kit you see on the table in front of you are a kit that I've been actively thinking about getting for quite a while. This is Leonardo. Yeah, that Leonardo, as you can tell, one of the four Turtle brothers. This piece was a digital design by Michel Rodriguez, Creative Geek MB on Facebook, who created the STL as well, and printed and sold by Extreme Resin Prints on eBay. And Extreme Resin Prints, I've reviewed two of the past kits that I bought from them, that being the Archangel in 1/6 scale and the 1/4 scale Hulk. The biggest draw for me on this kit was the fact that all four of the brothers are done samurai style, or samurai era, if you will. And that's what really drew me to this. This is 13 pieces printed at 8K resolution, and I think it is one of the best looking TMNT kits to ever come out in quite a while. There have been quite a few done over the years, hand sculpted and hand cast in resin, and I've seen quite a few that have been 3D printed, but this, to me, as well as Donnie, Mikey, and Raph, are four of the absolute best versions that have ever been done. And we're going to start off with this base. Now the base does come split in two, and the entire thing is printed in resin. I know a lot of producers like to 3D print their bases in FDM plastic, but I love the way the detail in this base is captured. All that stonework. Just beautifully rendered all the way through. The little stone lanterns at the front of the base, and the detail in that samurai helmet is just absolutely gorgeous. And of course the L for Leonardo. And every one of them has something on the base that will refer to them, their name. But this is just, that stonework is going to be so much fun to render all the way around. Yeah, some print supports that need to be cleaned out from in between the flagstones, but apart from that, when I finally got this, seeing it on eBay was one thing, actually getting this thing in hand was another. Just really amazing. I will try to test fit this guy to show you what the final piece will actually look like. And we're going to start with the feet. And everything about this kit, Michael really did a wonderful job of making sure that no detail was missed. Everything from the clothing that he's wearing to the sword blades to his shell, and even the piece that's worn on his his left shoulder is absolutely wonderful. And this is the right foot. All the detail in the wrapping around his ankle and feet, and even the ropes and the sandals. The printing on this is absolutely beautiful. All the little rich detail along the edges of those sandals, and the skin texture in the back of his heel. Now this thing is just amazing. Now, like I said, it's one of the best versions of the Turtle Brothers that I have ever seen. And the same thing can be said for that left foot. It's just rendered beautifully. I mean, you can even see the cross hatching in his sandals right in front of his toes. So really amazing work by Michael himself. It blew my mind. I will say that honestly. We'll move up to the legs, which thankfully are printed in one piece, both right and left legs. The knee armor, even the texture in that skin. His amphibian nature. That's rendered really beautifully. Try to get that back in focus. And the way this thing has been set up in the STL, this is definitely what you would call the builder's kit. Every one of the pieces that you're going to see, you could paint these things one piece at a time and then assemble it afterwards. And that's something I really like, and I'm planning on doing it that way. And so his legs will fit into the feet just like so, and he's not small. In 1/6 scale, this thing turns out to be pretty damn big. And then the skirting for his outfit, yeah, print resolution lines, 3D printing. You're not going to have spotless prints no matter how hard you try. But there's not a lot of print support work to be done. Few here and there, but nothing I can really complain about. And a little buckled in the front. I wish I knew all the terminology for the clothing that he's wearing. And the pouches on that rope belt. I mean, just the fact that there's, you know, detail in that rope that you can feel as you touch it. Simply extraordinary. And then there will be a sword that will attach right here. He has 3 swords, one in the scabbard, and then one in each hand. And then keyed to fit on the legs like so. Like I said, he is not going to be a small pup. And I'm already planning on getting the other 3, and I believe Michael made the announcement about a week or so ago that he is going to do Master Splinter after all. So I'm going to wind up with 4 brothers plus Master Splinter. I mean, you can't have the boys without Master Splinter. You just can't do it. And then the upper body, the scars across the chest, all the texture in that skin, and he has his, just as he did in the graphic novels and the cartoons, his bandana, a little tear across the top, but really, really well done. It took me a while to pull the trigger on this one, but it was well worth it. And this was $144 plus $12 shipping and handling. And he, again, Extreme Resin Prints did a fantastic job at keeping me up to date on, you know, his status as, you know, where he was at being printed, when he was going to be shipped. Thus far, I have not been disappointed with any of the kits that I've bought from him. No, excuse me. And then this is the shoulder armor that he will wear on his left shoulder. Absolutely beautiful design. And Michael went all out to put as much detail into this, and he didn't skimp out in any way, shape, or form. So this is one hell of an impressive piece. Painting this is going to be a lot of fun. I won't deny it. I'm going to go ahead and break out the Quake Putty. Matter of fact, let me get some on the upper body just to make sure he doesn't topple over. There we go. And thus far, tilt the camera up. That's how he's going to look. Really amazing design. Absolutely original. To see somebody actually do the turtles in, you know, period style outfit, samurai, it fits, and they definitely belong in that era. And this is Leo's shell. all the tiny little textures in every plate. Gorgeous in its rendering, even along the edges. Again, some small print supports that'll have to be cleaned out. But Isaac does a wonderful job at trying to get as much cleaned up as he possibly can. 3D printing, as anybody should know that's bought or printed up a kit for themselves, 3D prints are not going to be perfect. Resin kits were not perfect. You had, back in the day, you had a lot of flashing to clean up, a lot of mold lines to deal with. Everything's going to have its hiccups, to say the least. Get that fitted in there like so. Oh. Have to put a little bit more quake putty on that because the gap is a little bit bigger than what I thought. That's all right. I don't want it falling out. Whoa. Becoming a little bit back heavy, but not too bad. I'll turn him around so you can see how that how the shell fits on. Yeah, that gave me a little bit of a jolt. There we go. And yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of seam work on the base, but it's negligible. Once I get that blended in, it won't even be noticeable with all that stonework. So it really turned out to be an amazing looking piece. And then the third sword that he carries, just a basic sword in the scabbard, almost Tachi style. It'll fit in just like so. And then the tails of his headband, slightly tattered, incredibly long, and all four of the brothers have something distinctive about how they look. I believe it's Donnie with his staff is done as a monk, which I think it looks absolutely fantastic. But and that bandana has a nice flow to it, the way it comes across. That thing looks so cool. It's going to be so much fun to build and paint. It's not even funny. Now the sword blades, I'm probably going to have to heat up in hot water and then pin them down between two books or whatever else I can to straighten them out. But the sword blades are rendered really, really well. That's going to be hard to get that to focus. There we go. Excellent design on the sword blades. You would play hell trying to get this sculpted and cast in resin. And then the right hand. I mean, even the detail on the wrap on that sword handle comes through beautifully in the print. The texture in his skin and his hand. Flip that around. And then the wrap, just like on his feet, the exact same way. All the cross hatching in that, in the cloth, translated beautifully through 8K resolution. Let's see if we can get his hand to stick on and stay. I got this in the mail about a little over a week and a half ago or so, but with the hours that I've been working, 12 hours, 5 days a week since just after Thanksgiving, I won't lie to you, I have not had the energy to do squat. 2 days off, but it took a lot out of me. I haven't worked a 12-hour shift in over 11 years. So there we go. Much better fit. Get this quake putty off my fingers. It's like working with chewing gum. And then the left hand, same as the right. Beautiful detail in the fingers, the sword blade. You know, everything overall about this piece just screams a fantastic kit, and I can't deny that at all. It'll be fun getting all this quake putty out of this damn character when I'm done. There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Leonardo, the Swordsman. An amazing piece overall. The overall design and the concept behind it is, in my estimation, perfect. And a lot of this, you'd play a little bit of hell trying to get this hand sculpted with the amount of detail that's in this. It could be pulled off, but it would not be that simple. I'm just speechless looking at it. This is the first time I've actually had him fully assembled. I looked at every single piece when I got him, and I could only imagine how good it would look. And now that it's sitting here in front of me, I'm really pleased with this, and I'm definitely going for the other three. So check out Extreme Resin Prints on eBay. Among the turtles, he's added quite a few new kits that he's producing. Just be a little bit respectful and wait till after Christmas or the first of the year. But apart from that, I want to thank Extreme Resin Prints for getting me this kit as fast as you did, as fast as you could, and for the level of detail and the customer service. Very high praise indeed. One more pan up and down of Leonardo. Hero and a half shell. Turtle power. I want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed recently. And for those of you who subscribed, thanks for sticking with me. I do appreciate it. I appreciate all of you and everything you've done. You've made 2022 an amazing year for the Figure Kit Garage. So for this review of Leonardo the Swordsman, 3D printed resin kit, STL created by Michel Rodriguez, printed and sold by Extreme Resin Prints on eBay. This has been the Figure Kit Garage. Everybody stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Build a kit.